That is all their mana done. So, theoretically, if I do this, it only gets me up to 12. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN channel with another deck for you today, the Making an Impact deck, which is actually a crazy idea, which is like a deck idea which the concept kind of came from Unhitful Yoda or Unhelpful Yoda, either way, then using them goes, where the idea was trying to use Go Get It on top of the Bandle Gunner, because when you resummon this, obviously like if you've played 4 different region finishes, you get 4 impact. If you resummon this, it immediately comes back with 8 impact, and because of this card, it also means that you are getting another one in hand for 0, meaning that you're getting 12 damage just in on impact alone. And that's not talking about like other impact cards which are in this deck as well, meaning that you could actually get like a significant amount of damage just going forward on that impact. So this is the deck. There is definitely improvements that can be made to this deck. I will say this deck actually did okay. We were playing on normals, but only lost 2 games out of all the games that I played with it. So you'll be seeing obviously the games I did, which are here, but I only lost 2 games. But those were 2 very quick decks. So potentially it was because of that, but. It's a really funny deck, because bearing in mind this deck does just have win conditions in terms of Tristana and Poppy. They're proven to be a really nice combo anyway, like Poppy being able to like buff all the board, like you get this early game stuff going on the board, which we're mostly playing this, so this is helping us with the multi-region stuff to hit into Gunner, but obviously it's very cheap, easy stuff to throw out onto the board, which could get buffed up by Poppy, and it's also going to be buffing Tristana a lot going in there with that quick attack, and then once she levels, every single time when you're playing one of these multi-region cards, you're giving them impact, so it does end up going quite devastating, as well as obviously you don't have to use this on top of the Gunner. That's where the concept is, but you can use this to say on top of the Tenor to be able to get another unit, as well as like being able to summon more things. There's use it on top of Aloof Traveler to force your force draw, but also for your opponent to discard more cards. And yeah, which are like cards such as that, even if you were to get more landmarks, I guess, or pranks. But the main which it calls for this is to be able to get this to summon and get more impact going on. Really funny deck, as I say. Like I ended up doing a lot better than what I thought it was. For what was essentially a stupid like a meme deck, because this is still down a meme deck group, but it was essentially that I actually did okay on normals. Bear in mind, I always remembered it was on normals. But yes, please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as obviously shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. All of these games were streamed live on Twitch, so you want to come catch the action live for yourself, please feel free to on Mondays, Wednesdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Links down below, as well as the link to the Discord if you want to get in there. Talk about new cards, post deck ideas. Sometimes decks that get posted in the Discord do actually get put on here, as well as we've got like plans of running some tournaments and whatnot on there. So if that sounds like fun, want to join a lovely community, please feel free to. But honestly, thank you so much for watching. Like if you enjoy yourself at any point during this, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, but don't feel forced. These are the options that are available to you. So let's get in and see how this deck did in a couple of matches. I'll get rid of you for the time being. Like, I'm not going to be playing like Gunners until I mean of course I get rid of one of my pieces to get the other piece I'm looking for. Excellent. Okay, immediate turn 1 Teemo. Nothing that I've got currently can actually kind of counter him. I do have moves that can, but I currently have nothing which counters him. Okay, let's go with you. So I can throw down a stun. Not exactly what I'm looking for though. Maybe I should have gone with the Manifest one. Like maybe I should have gone with this. So yes, I shall grab Targon's Peak. It's quite clearly the card that I need right now. Oh, I'll take which I'll take you. The problem is that they run right. So all I need to do is hope that if they've got Elixir of Iron in hand. Ah! Now, all I need to do is hope that it's the only Elixir of Iron that they have in their hand right now, and that there's not more Elixirs of Iron going on at this moment in time. So I'm just gonna go forward with everyone. Okay. So, as long as there's not, that's gonna be. Ah, yeah!
This would be a good winter.
What's the chances that we hit one of the elixir of irons in that hand, and there's still a second elixir of iron in that hand? What are the chances? I mean, I probably should have kept things because I know that I had Poppy in this deck, but still, I'm more just like struck by how devastating that is. Okay, don't want to throw down Poppy.
Today's the day I find that hero.
Okay. They've got Elixir of Iron, they've got still like a Yordle uniform, which is actually a counter to Poppy. Like at least I can buff a bigger arm. Actually, I can throw down you in order to stun this, so I can keep Poppy alive for a little bit longer. Okay. It's a lot of buff caps. Buffs are going in. Terrible times are coming. I can stun you, can go forward. Obviously, like, there's these cards, there could be certain things. Spells, get excited. Yep. Luckily enough, she still lives at this moment in time, but obviously, she's most likely going to be killed by one of these Starlight Seers, I'm going to assume. But even her putting in one buff, I'll take it right now. Just because it does mean quite devastatingness.
Fly away while you can.
We've still got hidden pathways as well. I mean, I say we've got hidden pathways for a bit of draw. I can do it before Teemo hits it. I could also mini-morph Teemo. So, yeah, I can also mini-morph Teemo himself. Nice buff there, and that's also the level up of Tristana as well. But part of me is considering just throwing down mini-morph just to stop the doubling of shrooms into 50. Especially with the knowledge that they've got, like, Mastermind in hand. Beta, how are you doing? And David, how are you doing? If you're using the 5-mana card no one else plays, then you have an extra copy on the board. Oh, you mean the matriarch? Oh yeah, because you get the reset. Yeah, no, I didn't think about that at the time, but now that you say it, I do understand. I do understand that. I'm just going to immediately go forward because I've got impact. I've got impact going in. I probably should have, because I should have known that this was going to come at me. I actually should have just, like, you know, got a little bit more into this, like developed a little bit more, because I could have played Tristana going into like this guy, because it would have given him we've got 25. We're gonna play Mastermind. This guy gets past this. I could go for draw. I don't know if there's any actual thing that I can draw that would be worthwhile here. Ow, 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 ow. I mean, that's fine. So, gonna do this. I have got this move. Okay, I just need somebody to sacrifice. I just need sacrificial lambs. Is that too much to ask for? The mayor! The mayor might create the sacrificial lambs that I need. Comb my moustache! Doggo or Sled... I mean, Sled Pro is not a bad one to use. But let's face it, I'm probably going to be throwing down Gunners this turn. Throw down, like, as long as I can live. Bear in mind, yeah, I've got, like, we know they've got Mastermind in hand. As long as, like, because they can throw down Mastermind, trigger those traps, and then that's going to probably level up. Okay, I guess, like, so, Caitlyn's already going to be doing 5 damage as well. I could use, actually, no, I can't use that, because it still puts something in its place. I was going to say I could put it in front, but if I had a standard recall card, I could. I do not have a standard recall card, so I'm going to be taking 7 damage regardless of the fact. Still gonna play you because Sonic. Let's go with the moves that we planned.
Scoping the area.
Go! I mean, there could be ambush as well. Go, little telescope! I mean, Death could. Like, the thing is, I've got to go forward. I've kind of got to go forward because if they've got another mastermind in hand, like as much as he wants to do this move, I physically cannot do this move because I need to go forward. Let's face it. I mean, there could be a Mystic Shot in hand. There could be a Get Excited in hand.
Excuse you.
The thing is, it's death to both of us. Which one of us dies? Because it's death to both of us, right? Because I'm dying because of this. Actually, correction, I can just mini-morph it. What am I talking about? Ignore me. Ignore me! Victory is mine! It's gonna be Mystic Shot. Ah! Oh, shadow mode to my opponent. Shadow mode to my opponent. Really well played, Jedi. I'm actually gonna keep this hand. So, ooh, we're against Lux Karma. I really like the idea of like Lux, which is Lux Senna or Lux Karma. Like, sorry, no, sorry, Senna. Yes, which is Senna Karma or Senna Lux.
Take a look.
There's so many like funny things that you can do with that, with Senna being the new champion. Okay, so
Track them down.
potentially, yeah, just so that when you get cards like this in hand, you can start reducing it every single time that card strikes. I can see that. So, bearing in mind that Demacia is a thing. So, terrible times are most likely going to come for me. Part of me kind of wants to play the mayor. I could have played this guy. Probably would have been the better choice, if I'm going to be honest. Telescope off. I'm going to... With them having spells, especially with things like Karma and that being 5 cost, I would actually prefer... Of course they play you now!
Loud and loud.
I guess I thought that there elusive. I don't mind trading an elusive for an elusive, like, while they've not got the man to sharp sight or buff that card at all so it can't get, like, I'd rather remove the elusive before they can buff the elusive and to get past my elusive. Those are the words. But, you know, Aloof Traveler's probably going to be one, like, a great card here for all of the potential high cost spells that they have as well. So that's the heal card gone. Heal card down. Now we go for another Aloof Traveler's next turn. Slowly but surely. At one point, hopefully I hit Lux or something. So we hit a 7 mana card. I don't really want to hit you because that would put a... I can take 1 damage. I don't really want to... Actually, let's actually... There's no point in pranking, actually. No, ignore me. No, there's no point in pranking because I don't really... Actually, yeah, that's not it. I might be getting rid of this card. It's a 6 cost card in hand. So I might be getting rid of it. There's no point in me hitting a prank just in case. Obviously, I'd prefer to be hitting Lux. But I will see who we hit.
Nothing.
L, that's not ours.
Okay, so that's 2 scatter. That's like a 1 scatter pod down. We know that they've got this scatter pod in hand. So I'm gonna go big on the board. Ooh, so I can get rid of their elusive. War Mother's cool for banter's sake. Do I take War Mother's call? I could grab the serpent so that I can grab their elusive. They could have buffs which could save their... Actually, no, they could have deny. Ignore me. They could have deny and such a big spell, there's no point in me using it. So I can try to get rid of their... Okay. At least they've used up all their mana. So I can grab this. They're going to be creating 2 Dragolins next turn. need to think to myself, is it worthwhile just throwing you out for damage sake as well? It's not it. I know that they don't really care about this, and we're giving them a good spell. I'll accept this. Just because I want to be forcing in some form of damage, because I know that I've got this impact card in hand, so any damage I can force in is just the better for me. Of course, Star Spring. Yep. So I knew that the I mean, I say that I want to be forcing the damage. I knew that they could heal themselves before. Okay. Hello, John is the man. How you doing, John is the man? Hope all is well with you. Okay. So, I don't want to force this in. So they're going to be getting 2 dragons next turn. That's for sure. 2 dragons next turn for sure. Anyway, I guess I could go with these guys for impact, but I could also go with these guys for quick attack, which is not bad.
I got big plans for this place.
Star Spring doesn't really do too much for me. I'd rather have a big board of things. Actually willing to sacrifice the mayor in this. See what I can draw. Oh, the idea of throwing down like Tristana or Poppy just to get more buffs in, but then that does mean it allows my opponent to be able to develop as well. So that I know that I could throw down either of these two, but I will go with this.
Ready yourself. The dragon binds us.
Okay. Accept the consequences. I will lose the mayor. The mayor knew the risks. Okay. I know that I've got mini morph for either one of these 2 champions. They got that from the Mage Seekers? Devastating. Okay, fair enough then. Well played. GG. Shenamo. Okay, let's see if we can prank in that hand. I mean, I definitely need to prank this. Because this, with these guys, I need a board. I need a board. Knowing that this is in the hat, I need a board. Not the beardy men. Okay. I have an army of beardy men coming at me. I've been doing. Oh, do I mini morph? Oh, do I just mini morph it? Because that way. The comedy is that this is not who I want to mini morph. I don't want to mini morph you. I want to mini morph one of their chaps. But I'm kind of forced into it. Oh, okay. I've been forced down this route. It's not what I want to do, but it's what I have to do. I'm all good with everything's what happened. I'm all good. I'm all good. Other than being forced into certain moves to save myself. Look what I found. Death. Death is what you found. Okay. Do I want to sack? Do I want to kill this as well? Take a significant amount of damage in the middle. Tell myself that it doesn't matter because I'm going to throw Poppy down. So, take all this damage. Throw down Poppy. I really want to throw down the Bandle Gunner. But the open attack is too good, right? As much of me wants to throw down the... Shut up, to my opponent! As much of me wants to throw down that Bandle Gunner, Don't need them. Let's just take the wins when we got them. Go, 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 go. Also, you don't technically need to use it 100% on that card because it resummons again. So you could even use this on Aloof Travelers or whatever. It's not exactly. It's not exclusively having to be used on the Bandle Gunner because obviously that's like your late game finisher. But in the early game, if it makes sense to do it on top of like any of the cards which create more cards like the Terra guy or whatnot, there is calls for doing it on top of those cards. I'm gonna hold on to the prank against Darkness deck. You always try to hit Darkness with a prank if you can, because like making that spell cost 2 more, especially in a deck whereby they could discount it potentially. You do kind of want to do your best to try and get rid of it. Telescope so I can trade. Telescope into telescope. No one ever expects that plan. I could have gone with the destined thing to potentially try and give this elusive like more damage, but I go like this. But welcome back, Want5, Buddy Boo. How are you doing? Want5, how is your day going? So, Kingpin.
It's good to be the king.
Kingpin going forward. The reason I didn't want to develop into like another... I could have developed into this, but I didn't want to develop into another telescope is that deck sometimes runs Vile Feast. So I don't really... I kind of want to be going forward. Go forward with both of these because anything which trades the catalyst I'll take. Keep you back because I don't want them to get a good trade and then keep this guy on the board. A good strike for increasing this Darkness's damage. But I don't mind losing the telescope. Oh, it's such a bold maneuver. It's such a bold maneuver to take that damage. Okay. Potentially we might see like Veigar hit the board. I can throw down a Aloof Traveler. There he is. I really wish I could kill. I really wish I could kill you. I can throw down Aloof.
We made it. Yay.
Aloof Traveler into Aloof Traveler. Oh, getting rid of their lifesteal unit as well as the fact that's a double target for Darkness. That's quite nice. I have everything in the hand. That's quite a nice thing to hit. Okay. Oh no, not the bogey stick! Part of me kind of wants to go for prank now while I know that Darkness is in the hand. Of course I don't hit. Ooh. This is definitely a hit. The fact that they could use that next turn, and we've got so many 1 health units, I'd rather make sure that Withering Whale is kind of out of the picture. I could try to make them discard Withering Whale right now. Okay. Big part of me is considering just going immediately forward. They do have Darkness in hand that's doing 3 damage. Part of me is considering, do I want to like develop both of these? Go wide. I feel like I want to go wide on my opponent right now. Ah, the Deus! Amadeus, Amadeus! I could have thrown out another Aloof Traveler, but I kind of want to go down this route where I'm developing more on the board to go forward with more damage. I've got like their main wipe under control-ish. So, now when we throw down Twin Gunners, of course. Okay, throw down you.
They've never seen a contraption like this before.
Ooh, I mean actually, not a bad predict card. Not that this really helps. I mean, I could use this on the Aloof Travelers to make them discard more cards. I mean, the whole idea of is using it on top of Gunner. But I don't mind using that for those purposes. Okay, I don't mind. Any damage that we can actually do to Veigar is actually quite nice. So, Darkness is starting to go up. I actually really don't mind this. I'm surprised. Like, what is the use of keeping this little man alive? Gomez! I hit Plat, I assume, yesterday. Nice, baby. I assume that's Plat. Nicely done, buddy. Okay. Throw down a loop trap. I mean, they've got 5 damage on this now. I've got 1 pokey stick. Could see what I hit on the telescope. I could go into pokey stick and see whether or not I draw more damage. Or more hope I draw more damage. Okay. So they're going for more heals. Oh, the comedy of the fact that we could go with this to resummon you. Am I going to be that guy? No, I feel like we need to try and get rid of Veigar. As much of me wants to do that move for banter's sake, we've got to try and get rid of Veigar. Okay. Ooh. The fact that we have actually managed to do this. Another impact card when I'm summoned. So, technically, he does actually count for what this plan is trying to do as well, for giving us 8 impact. Okay.
To the world below.
I can take that damage. He says. Okay. The annoyance is I want to throw you down, but they have got this. So many things. There's so many things I want to do yet can't do, because I know they've definitely got this. We know that they've got darkness, so it's they've got the fast speed and the slow speed way of dealing with this. Like so I developed this now. It would force out all of their mana on this plan though. Just to save Veigar's life. It's the only, at least it keeps him back for a turn. I would love to develop Poppy, but it is the knowledge of darkness and like there's too many things. I keep back the mayor, but I assume that they go for Withering Wail because it makes too much sense for them to use Withering Wail for them not to use Withering Wail. So, the only plus side I have about that is it takes up most of their mana this turn. Other than that, there's no real plus side to this. I can throw down Aloof Travelers, hope that I draw another point of damage. Either that or they have Vile Feast! Why didn't I expect this? Oh, nope, okay, straight up stun. So that's another fight, so that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but... Okay. I will accept. I kind of feel like I want to go, so we'll go with the Aloof. They could even go for killing the Mayor, because Mayor's actually kind of like getting the cost of things. Yeah, I was gonna say they kill the Mayor because the Mayor's actually getting the cost of things down at the moment. Okay.
You dropped something.
I dropped everything.
I was really hoping that we were going to top deck another Pokey Stick. I guess I could actually go with Hidden Pathways. Hope that I draw just some form of damage. Obviously, I won't be able to use it this turn, but potentially next turn. We've got our Gunner. We've got our Gunner, and we've got this. This guy's slightly cheaper, so potentially the way that we might go. Obviously, their darknesses are causing me issues and problems and such. Okay, we'll see how we do, people. We'll see how we do. Do I have to mini? Am I gonna have to mini morph the little man? Okay. Halfway there. Living on a prayer. So. That's, you know what? Get rid of it. Take it. I don't want it. Okay. Question is, do I want to throw down another Aloof Traveler? I really want to kill you, though, that's the thing. And sadly, I can't kill you this turn. Potentially going for this plan might not be the worst. It depends on whether or not they develop Senna. I guess I'd rather take you, because even though you cost one more, you do come down with the spell shield. You come down with the spell shield and also a better stat line. So actually, although you do cost one less, like the 4 stat line that can very easily be killed here, this forces them to have to get past that. I'm okay with that. Oh no, not both the spells! Both the spells I was planning on using! I mean, technically, I can only use one of them anyway next turn. But my spells! Okay, so I can give you Impact 8. Impact 8, play another one. We've got Impact of 12 at least happening. Okay. So an Impact of 12. Veigar is basically about to level. Yeah, so Veigar's actually about to level. That just gives us Impact of 8. We replay another one down on top of this. Do I actually just want to go... Because right now... Because the thing of it is, right, that I could mini-morph Veigar down, then they could play another mini-morph, they could play another thing. As stupid as this might be, I'm just going to go all in. Go all in right now, force them to try to remove Serpent. And then if worse comes to the worst, maybe mini-morph Veigar. Okay, so that was the other, that was yet again another Veigar from their hand. That's not too bad. So, go throwing down the mini-morph on the Veigar. Sounds like a plan. I mean, it's totally... I know that darkness is coming, but I don't honestly mind doing that. Because they've shuffled, they did that move before as well, so I don't think, I mean, I say I don't think that Veigar's going to be in their hand, as they throw down another Veigar! Okay. So we know that they've got 8 damage darkness in hand. It's not too bad, I can wait. I can wait! Okay. Throw down this little man. I kind of want to throw... I really want to throw down Tristana, because if they can clear most of my board, I can start giving a lot of things impact. Okay, so they're going for my gunner. Going so they can affect my gunner, which is quite devastating. Well played on that front. So if we let them... If we do let them kill the gunner... Big part of me's even considering a loose trap. So, what I want to do is I want to force darkness out of their hand. They might just leave it. They might just even just pass at this moment in time. Nope, there's Senna. Okay. So the knowledge that they've got fast speed darkness now is obviously a thing. So
Bandle Gunner, Tristana, going in!
that's the only plan I have. We know that they've got fast speed darkness. Okay.
I'm back. I don't know why.
So we've got go. Oh, we know that they've got fast speed darkness. But I'm willing to go like this.
Persistence is key.
Okay. The question's gonna be is what are those other spells?
Smooth brain fool!
That's gonna be the question is what are those other spells that I'm definitely gonna be scared of? Mini morph, that's fine. I'm okay with that. It's whether or not there's gonna be a second mini morph. Go on, do your spells.
Easy does it.
I would feel so much more secure right now if that gunner had a spell shield. Because the gunner doesn't have a spell shield, that's what makes me upset. Okay, so that is all their mana done. So theoretically, if I do this, it only gets me up to 12. I only get to because I was hoping that because that's recalling that, which would go up to. I can only get them up to 12 damage. It's much upset. I'm not gonna lie. 12 damage is still a lot of damage for them to suddenly take out of nowhere. Sod it. It's not the plan that I wanted it to be, but it does give you up to 12 impact. If Tristana was on the board, like if Tristana hadn't been mini-morphed, that would have actually no, that wouldn't have gone up because it would have required them to be multi-region. Okay, that's a big hit for 12 though. Big hit for 12. Plus we can replay these, and they will have their spell shields. Their spell shields come back intact. Plus they've both got impact for 4. We've got other impact things we can play. Their hand is slowly but surely like down on cards right now. So although they do have these fast speed darknesses, spell shield might be enough to help us out. We've got aloof travelers. We can start trying to toss cards out of their hand. You know what? We might actually be okay. Sakanta, how are you doing, buddy? For what was it potentially a lost cause? I mean, okay, they get draw. I might end up regretting making them draw more, but the pokey stick, of course. I mean, they're going all in on this draw action.
Wait up!
We made it.
Okay, let's try and make them.
Our stuff did it.
Oh, okay, right. That's the card which makes like 2 damage happen to everyone else as well. So one less problem. Pokey stick, which just means that now darkness will be able to hit you, which is where I assume that they go with this. So if they go for throwing darkness down on top of you, I'm going to throw down the mayor. I might end up regretting throwing down the mayor, but I'm going to throw down the mayor. I'll take you, I guess.
I should make a speech. Where's my speech?
Where's my speech?
Tentacles off the spectacles, please.
Okay. The hope is that they use darkness on top of you, because that way I get more space on the board. So we take that damage, that's the level up on Veigar, but it then means I can develop these guys, which they've both got impact. They've both got impact, plus I've got the impact coming in of like, I need to hope. Solar team, I kill you! Okay, I need to hope now. We've got wide on the board. We've got impact coming in from all these places. Send it forward! Okay, we've got like four impact that's covered by a spell shield. We've got impact going on down here anyway. Like, we could have developed Poppy and whatnot, but I just didn't want to give them more chance to develop themselves. It takes 2 spells for them to get past this. They didn't go forward with Senna last time, so they've not got a darkness in hand currently. Which obviously their darkness did like 8 damage. This feels like the best plan that I've got. We're going, yes! Show them onto my opponent. Got 12 impact off of one of our gunners. Good times during that. Speaking of aloof travelers, yeah, I'll keep this hand. Pokey Stick. I mean, because the thing of it is, right, this deck runs so many elusives. The only way that you get a really good chance of winning against this deck is if it takes some years to find Nami. If they start off with Nami in their hand, this deck becomes like really hard to beat. But if you get to the point where they can't find her, you actually have a really good chance against this deck. Okay. I will pip the 1 point of damage. And also, I guess I will go for a prank on top of it. So, okay. Forcing down your health. Bear in mind that both of these cards are tuned. I feel like I would rather get down your health. Just because then, like, it's an easy to trade card. Pokey Stick can kill it. It's doing 4 damage. Okay. I feel like it's more important to try and prank this deck more than any other deck. So I can give you 1 less power. I feel like giving you less health yet again. Because they've got so many spells. So many pranks and spells that they start using on top of you as well. That trying to force down their stuff, I feel like it's the best. It's the best thing I can do.
Nothing feels better than this.
So they got the attune going on. They're nearly halfway. Throw this down. Throw down you. Next turn, consider the aloof travelers. Ah, aloof travelers. We've aloof travelers. Fantastic.
We made
So.
it. Yay.
But our stuff didn't.
Ooh, they're actually trying to use Bubble Bear as well. Devastating. Okay. My stick! My pokey stick that would have actually helped. Okay. Now, I could go with Poppy. Poppy, if I had my pokey stick at 2 damage, I definitely would have considered Poppy. Sorry, I wanna try and remove. I wanna disrupt their hand as much as I possibly can. Although all I did was just burn Dodgit. Actually, so did that burn their Nami? Actually, that burnt their Nami. That's actually devastating. Okay, because Nami is so important in that deck.
Loud and loud.
Go for the comedy is like that deck runs so many elusives. Or at least it normally runs so many elusives. The comedy that my elusive is the one that's going forward and getting so much value for me. I'm kind of happy about that. Okay. There is Fizz. So they got Prank to immediately get you elusive. I have a pokey stick. I have a pokey stick that I'm not afraid to use. Sod it. Before they make this cost more. Before they make it cost more, I might as well try. I've got Tristana leveled up as well. Ah, that's the level up on Nami as well. That's the level up. Oh, the ability of giving health is just so devastating by her. Pranks. And so the prankathon begins.
This'll be fun.
Pranks! Pranks everywhere! I mean, the fact that my free damage now costs so much. I can make it cost 2 less though. I can still make it cost 2 less. It's not done yet.
Ride the surging tide.
When I saw Loop was released, my thought was my initial thought was that it is a milling deck formula. It's pretty sure at some point that you would have that kind of silly bollocks. I did actually try to make a millie deck.
Just kill me.
It didn't work out as good as I was hoping it was going to. Like I did try going down that route, as you say, but it just wasn't as good as I was hoping. I'll wait. Throw down Tristana.
Bandle Gunner, Tristana, going in.
So I can consider Poppy.
All right, turtles, attention.
I can consider Poppy here. Poppy would also get the buff of impact.
What's the water like down there, guys?
Okay. Not the best, but the best I've got.
Back off, bud.
I'm willing to accept her death.
No outsiders.
Mostly because I know that I've got another Poppy in hand. Okay. With the amount of spells that deck can produce,
We live here.
I am still scared. Jettison created by Coral Creature.
Let the tide carry you.
At least it got rid of one of their Shirleys. One of their Admiral Shirleys. Admittedly now, my elusive defense is gone. I can get them down to 5. Bearing in mind that Bandle Gunner does do impact for 4. Obviously, it does still mean I've got to survive. Add everyone to Pokey Stick. Why would you Pokey Stick one who was already dead? Just to send a message. I mean, that's about. I've never had to Pokey Stick. Why? I mean, I guess like. Actually, was there any buff I could have done? I don't think there was any buff I could have done. Other than using a Pokey Stick myself to kill who they were up against. I don't actually think there was a way that I could have got her,
Are you ready?
found that.
Let's take it for a
Well, I guess I'll go with the ancient preparations. Get myself another Tristana, or I could go. I guess I'd take the telescope. Telescope will still get impact. Although I could just immediately go in with Gunner, just so that I know. So I'm receiving a lot of damage. I'll tell you who I do need. I need a bloody elusive is what I do need. I've got 3 damage that costs 6.
gimme, gimme.
Okay. The question is now whether or not I throw this in. Just to try and stop you. I could throw you down and see if we find find the elusive. We do not find the elusive one. I might have left myself open now to significant death because of the fact that, like, how many spells they can use. Admittedly, you're going to get buffed up for quite some time because of how weak this. So I'm kind of glad that they put this on the board that's not an elusive, because actually this really helps me out weirdly then playing these things, because it means that it's less and less chance that they're going to hit the elusive with the thing. So I'm gonna, while I can use this until they hit this again with another prank, I'll get rid of one of their elusives. Just because it's the only thing which keeps me alive. Okay. I mean, the fact I've still got two gunners. 2 gunners. I've got 2 impact already here. That said 4 impact. Just need to survive. Not ideal. Not ideal, but understandable. So we've still got a gunner. It's fine. We can lose Tristana. She knew the risks. Throw down aloof travelers. Potential Fizz spell to rally again. So yeah, Fizz spell, rally again. They are only getting 10 damage on me though. So it's not exactly the worst. They could have actually gone forward with Nami as well. Like they could have gone forward with Nami and recalled her. Probably would have been the better move. In all honesty. Okay. Not ideal. What? What? Why are you leaving? It's not. What? Why do you leave me? There's no guarantee. How did they know? How do they know we're gonna? I mean, I guess they should. They do know that Gunner's in the hand because they hit Gunner with a prank. So they do know that is coming. I will admit that much. They know that 4 impact is on the way. Oh, shadow mode to my opponent. Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.